Welcome everyone to WWE 2K15 Elimination Chamber. And we are kicking off the show with the championship on the line as CM Punk defends the Hardcore Championship inside the solid steel of the chamber against a flurry of dangerous opponents. And it looks like Warrior and Ryback are going to start things out inside the chamber. And what a combination, two monsters going at it. I welcome everybody to the show. Of course, I'm your host, PWS Phil, and what a night of action we have. Two chamber matches, and we're kicking things off with one of them. Later on tonight, The Miz defends the Intercontinental Championship inside the chamber. But right now, we got the Ultimate Warrior going up against the big guy to kick off the Hardcore Championship chamber match. And these two unstoppable monsters might go from beginning to end, as both of these men are extremely tough and possess immense power. Oh, and the big guy crushes the Warrior with a boot right to the chest. And look at this, the Ultimate One slams the big guy down to the mat. What force. And there's a double leg from Ryback, and who's next to come in? It's the odd man out, the dark horse by far, the inspirational Bo Dallas. Now, Bo Dallas qualified for this match by defeating Brock Lesnar and Andre the Giant in a triple threat match, if you can believe that or not. And he unfortunately paid the price by taking several beatings from Brock Lesnar afterwards. And the Ultimate Warrior sends Dallas into the corner here, and Dallas fights him back. Ryback drives Bo Dallas into the mat with a spine buster. And the Ultimate Warrior and Ryback putting the boots to Bo Dallas now. Oh, look at this. Dallas going for the ride now. Off the ground, elevated by Ryback into a power bomb. What unbelievable strength by the big guy. And the Hardcore Champion is the next to come in, CM Punk, trying to defend his belt against 5 different challengers in this insane contest. And he goes right after Bo Dallas with the Northern Lights suplex, holds for the pin. Could he eliminate an opponent already? Oh, and he almost does with a near fall there, as the Ultimate Warrior continues to pound away at the big guy. Two more dangerous competitors waiting on the outside, the Animal Batista and the eerie Bray Wyatt. Both immensely tough challengers. Wyatt's been on quite a roll over the past few months. Very few losses, and Batista is just very recently was the United States champion, looking to pick up more gold inside the chamber. And Bo Dallas finds a neckbreaker against CM Punk, as the Ultimate Warrior still bearing down on Ryback, trying to get one of his other, a very similar opponent to himself, trying to get him out of here. He knows how dangerous Ryback can be. And who's next to come in? It's Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt won a second chance battle royal this past Monday on Raw, overcoming Mark Henry in the final moments to find his way into this match. And he looks to wreak havoc and become the new Hardcore Champion. Look at the spine buster by Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas proven he belongs in here. Put up quite a fight against Brock Lesnar inside the steel cage, but the Beast Incarnate was just too much. Now, that didn't earn Brock his right into this match, but Brock was certainly looking for revenge. And now we wait on the Animal Batista. And then we can, with all competitors in there, we are sure to see some eliminations go down. Now, of course, eliminations can go down at any time by pinfall or submission, and that is it. That's the only rules of this match. Superstars, 2 superstars start. A superstar enters after a certain number of minutes, but at any time you can be eliminated by pinfall or submission. And now the Animal is in, and all 6 men are in this, as the Warrior slams Bray Wyatt on top of CM Punk, and Bray Wyatt survives the pin from Warrior. Batista went right after Punk, but Punk with the reversal. Bo Dallas staying on top of Ryback. And Bray Wyatt trying to take down the Ultimate Warrior. Bo Dallas hits his belly-to-belly suplex on Wyatt. Is that enough to put Wyatt away? No, Wyatt hangs on. Ryback in the corner, being stalked by Ultimate Warrior. Warrior changes direction to Batista. Batista collides with Bo Dallas and goes right back to Warrior. CM Punk wisely steps out of the ring, takes a little break there. Bo Dallas once again in the clutches of Ryback and his power bomb to the mat one more time. Batista reverses CM Punk as Bray Wyatt hits the knee lift on Warrior. And Bo Dallas eliminates Ryback. My goodness, Ryback, the first man eliminated. Ryback, of course, started off this contest with Warrior, and unfortunately, the big guy's the first to go. Bray Wyatt and Batista going at it. CM Punk takes down the Ultimate Warrior, and Bo Dallas puts the boots to the Warrior as well. Which one of these men will leave as hardcore champion? Can CM Punk defend, or will one of these merciless superstars take the title from Punk? Punk hits his signature knee in the corner, follows it up with the clothesline. Double pin here. Referee goes to... Oh, referee went with Batista and Dallas first. And the Ultimate Warrior eliminated now by CM Punk. And look at Punk, not wasting any time here. Immediately scoops up Bray Wyatt. Go to sleep. Takes down Bray Wyatt. Cover now. 1, 2, 3. And Bray Wyatt is eliminated. And CM Punk is on fire now. But he gets brought down by the obnoxious Bo Dallas. And we are, just like that, we are down to our final 3. Bo Dallas eliminated Ryback. And CM Punk eliminated both the Ultimate Warrior and Bray Wyatt. And now Batista looks to eliminate Dallas with the spine buster. And the cover here by the Animal. 1, 2, 3. And we are down to our final 2. It is down to Batista and CM Punk. Who will be the hardcore champion? Will Punk retain, or will Batista become our new champion? Shoulders to the gut by Punk. And there's a wicked forearm, and look at this. Punk rolls through. Monkey flip sends the Animal flying across the ring. And CM Punk looks great in this contest. But oh no, look at this, the Animal. Kick to the gut. And the Batista bomb shakes the entire Elimination Chamber. Do we have a new hardcore champion center of the ring? And it's all over. The Animal, Batista, is the new hardcore champion. Let's take a look at how it went down here. CM Punk early on was trying to thin the herd, hit the Northern Lights on Bo Dallas, but Dallas survived. From there, the Ultimate Warrior elevated Bray Wyatt and brought him crashing down upon CM Punk for a near fall. And look at that, Bo Dallas catches Bray Wyatt with the belly-to-belly. Could have been an elimination there, but Wyatt too tough at the time. But it came down to Punk, and it came down to Batista and the Animal with the kick to the gut, and the power bomb sends CM Punk packing for the cover, the count, and the victory for the Hardcore Championship to kick off the Elimination Chamber here tonight. Congratulations to Batista, what a victory as he racks up another championship. And I'm sure CM Punk will be looking for his rematch very, very soon. But tonight belongs to the Animal. Student versus teacher is taken to the next level as Daniel Bryan goes one-on-one with Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels and Daniel Bryan, tried to form up a student-teacher tag team as both men have reached, pretty high levels of success here in the WWE, especially after Bryan had 2 tough championship losses in 2015. But their team didn't even get off to the greatest start with 2 straight losses. And Daniel Bryan snapped, blamed Michaels for the losses, and demanded a match with him on SmackDown, in which he pinned Shawn Michaels fair and square right in the middle of the ring. And now, the Heartbreak Kid wants to prove that he can hang with his former student and has challenged him to this match here at the Elimination Chamber. Can Michaels prove he still has it? Or does the Yes Man have the Heartbreak Kid's number? It appeared Daniel Bryan was poised to have a breakout 2015. He won the Money in the Bank and decided to cash it in a triple threat match against Dolph Ziggler and Batista at SummerSlam. But unfortunately, he came up short in that match. By the end of the year, he was back in line for another title shot, and this time in another triple threat match. This time, John Cena was the champion, going up against Daniel Bryan and Rob Van Dam, and once again, Daniel Bryan lost. These 2 crushing losses sent Bryan into a tailspin, and after Bryan was assaulted trying to get a European Championship match against former mentor William Regal, he further delved into the downward spiral when he did not get his rematch. He was cost a title match before it even began and never received that rematch, and that was the final straw. He turned on William Regal and cost him the European Championship. He turned to Shawn Michaels, his original wrestling teacher, and they formed a tag team. And as soon as they lost 2 matches in a row, Daniel Bryan turned on him as well. And now, Bryan looks to wipe out Michaels one more time. He's already defeated him on SmackDown, but he looks to turn the knife a little more right here tonight at the Elimination Chamber. And these 2 men lock up. Many people have said that Daniel Bryan has surpassed his teacher Shawn Michaels, and that his vast knowledge of all wrestling holds greatly outweighs Michaels' overall experience. But Shawn Michaels is one of the most resilient superstars of all time, and one of the best all-around competitors that can brawl, fly, and do the techniques that are required for submission and chain grappling. I feel these men are more even than people are willing to think. And even though Bryan picked up the pinfall victory on SmackDown, the Heartbreak Kid's been known to come out of nowhere with a sweet chin music to attain victory. But right now, Daniel Bryan on top hit that beautiful arm drag, but Shawn Michaels answers right back with the knife-edge chop. Shawn Michaels is taken to mentoring Adrian Neville and Justin Gabriel over on SmackDown. 2 high-flying young superstars, very reminiscent of the Rockers. And Daniel Bryan was able to get past Michael's new student, Justin Gabriel, with ease. So Daniel Bryan, despite what he feels are shortcomings and screw jobs, is actually doing quite well for himself. And this new aggressive edge might lead him all the way to the championship this time. Maybe this killer instinct is what Daniel Bryan needed to finally get the job done and win the WWE Championship. And look at that. Tremendous maneuver there. That would usually be held as a pin called the crucifix pin. But Daniel Bryan uses all that momentum to bring his and Shawn Michaels' weight come crashing down right on Michaels' own neck. And Bryan sends Michaels over the top rope here. Hooks him up and brings him right back in with the vertical suplex. Daniel Bryan in full control of HBK now. And look at this. Classic Daniels offense. Brings that brings that elbow crashing down right into the shoulder and neck of Shawn Michaels. The Divas Championship will be on the line a little later tonight. AJ Lee defends against Paige, and Paige has had no luck with AJ all month long. It'll be quite an uphill battle for the Norwich native. And Shawn Michaels back in control here, swinging neckbreaker to Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's neck issues well documented, and it's a great place for Shawn Michaels to start, especially if he plans on delivering sweet chin music. Daniel Bryan, wrist control into the Northern Lights, holds for the pin, only gets a 1 count on the Heartbreak Kid. Oh, and Daniel Bryan to the leg now. And he takes Michaels' head off with that final kick as Daniel Bryan goes into the cover here. 1, 2, and Shawn Michaels kicks out. But that's definitely going to take its toll on Michaels. And look at that belly-to-belly suplex, sends the Heartbreak Kid up and over. And he goes right back to work on the shoulder and neck. Got to be softening up Michaels for the yes lock. But Michaels fights back with the atomic drop. Sets up Bryan center of the ring. And look at this, the sharpshooter. Shades of Bret the Hitman Hart, and of course, bad memories from the Montreal Screwjob. But Daniel Bryan survives. Daniel Bryan, a submission expert. Oh my goodness, sweet chin music out of nowhere. Will that be enough to put Bryan away? Cover. And it is. The Heartbreak Kid finds redemption here at the Elimination Chamber. And oh boy, you can only imagine what Daniel Bryan is going to have to say about this one, as he got caught absolutely out of nowhere with sweet chin music. Let's take a look at the highlights here. We thought Daniel Bryan might have wiped out Michaels there with the kick to the head, but the Heartbreak Kid survived. And then after Daniel Bryan recovered from the sharpshooter, he got a big old taste of some sweet chin music. And the Heartbreak Kid is victorious at the Elimination Chamber. Well, I'm sure there'll be more to this story as it develops on SmackDown, and we are only 1 month away from the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania, and these two could be on a collision course on the grandest stage of all. Cody Rhodes' hand-selected opponent for Goldust is a bizarre imitation by the name of Stardust. And after this past week, it appears that Stardust has the number of Goldust, as they went at it in a tables match, which was called in favor of Stardust, despite the fact that Goldust put him through the table. That is a situation with table matches recently. The referees miscalling the situation, but they've decided to settle it once and for all, as Stardust goes heads up with Goldust inside the solid steel cage. Cody Rhodes has been missing in action, and Stardust has been his hand-chosen replacement to compete with Goldust, and we'll have to see who comes out on top inside the steel. The bizarre one, Goldust abandoned his brother Cody Rhodes in a tag team match several months ago on Main Event, leaving him to not only lose at the hands of Batista and Curtis Axel, but to be beaten down with steel chairs. After Goldust made several attempts to move up the United States Championship ladder, he was met with Cody Rhodes' hand-picked opponent, Stardust. And from there, Goldust has continued to fall down the ladder, as Stardust has had his number several times over recent months. Goldust was able to overcome Stardust in a lone match, but now he looks to put this issue to rest once and for all inside the steel cage. Can Cody Rhodes' hand-chosen assailant put down the bizarre one? Or will Goldust win the Oscar for overcoming the odds against this strange opponent? We'll find out right here at the Elimination Chamber. And these two bizarre superstars lock up. Now, as we mentioned on SmackDown, many people feel that this is Cody Rhodes in disguise as Stardust. Seeing as he's not cleared by medical personnel, he decided to adopt a new identity in order to get back at his brother for leaving him to be beaten and broken at the hands of Batista and Curtis Axel. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any proof of this just yet, but we should find out soon, as Cody Rhodes is due to be back and cleared from his injuries. And look at Stardust brings Goldust down in that armbar, but isn't able to hold on. But he's able to hold on for that belly-to-back suplex. And that's the type of evidence fans have been using. That knee drop, very, very familiar, very Cody Rhodes-esque. But without being able to see that man's face, we can't really pin it on Cody Rhodes. It could be someone, Cody could have sent him in on using his moveset. Who knows? But we'll find out very soon, I'm sure, as the Bizarre One has been increasingly frustrated with this weird situation. As you can see, taking out that aggression on Stardust, elbow right to the face. But there's a beautiful swinging neckbreaker from Stardust. And running Bulldog. Shades that's taken right out of Goldust's own playbook. And Stardust drops the knee one more time. Jawbreaker by Stardust takes the golden one down. And there's a tremendous power slam, and Stardust is rolling here. But just like that, Goldust, such a great veteran, able to turn things around, and now he's got Stardust right where he wants him. And look at the work he's doing, just going straight on, shot after shot, elbow after elbow, right to the face of Stardust, trying to daze and confuse his insane imitator. Oh, look at that Alabama slam. Another move right out of Cody Rhodes' playbook, and that is not going to help the rumors that Cody Rhodes is the man under the mask. And Stardust trying to make his escape. Can he fight off Goldust? No, Goldust pulls them both crashing down to the mat. But look at this. Both men get up at the same time. But Stardust answers Goldust with a drop kick right to the chest. And this time it's Goldust with the power slam. You can see how much Stardust tries to emulate Goldust. Just trying to throw him off his game and play tricks with one of the best, one of the masters of mind games. Uh-oh, what does Stardust have in mind here? He's lining up Goldust. And here he goes for the Supernova. And will that be enough? Will that give Stardust the opportunity to escape the cage? And Stardust taking way too much time. Goldust already back up and pulls him down. Side Russian leg sweep by Goldust brings Stardust right down to the mat. And these two are going back and forth now. Another great suplex by Stardust. Stardust brings Goldust to his feet. What does he have in mind here? Brings him crashing down with the Bulldog one more time. And Goldust just being taken to the woodshed by Stardust here. Scoops him up one more time. Alabama slam. And now Stardust once again making an attempt to escape the cage. Can he put down Goldust in the name of Cody Rhodes here? Oh, and Stardust almost made it to the top. Can he fight off Goldust? No, they come crashing down once again. Stardust is starting to pull away with this contest. Goldust is going to have to do a lot to start making things up here. And you can see how much that crash from the cage took out of Stardust, though. Snake Eyes to Stardust. And Goldust hooks him up for the curtain call. And now Stardust is the one devastated in the center of the ring as Goldust scales the cage. And Goldust is making good time here. But Stardust climbs right up the cage. Can Goldust fight Stardust off? No. Both of these bizarre individuals come crashing down off the cage. And we're right back to square one. Stardust shoots Goldust into the corner. Knee to the gut. What does Stardust have in mind here? Stardust up top. Oh, he went for the moonsault but ate the knees from Goldust. Oh my goodness. And now Goldust has Stardust in his sights. Director's cut neckbreaker. And that could be all she wrote for Stardust. Goldust is all the way across the ring and climbing the cage at a furious pace. Goldust up top. Can Stardust stop him here? That's a long, long way down. Oh, and there goes Stardust. And that's it. The Bizarre One finally overcomes his imitator, Stardust, and picks up the huge victory here at the Elimination Chamber. Well, if that's not enough to finally bring Cody Rhodes back out of the shadows, I don't know what is, because his hand-picked opponent for Goldust just failed on the biggest stage. Stardust might have won the battles, but it appears Goldust has won the war versus this bizarre imitator. Let's take a look here. Stardust made it to the top of the cage, but was elbowed all the way to the mat, giving Goldust the opportunity to climb down and pick up this huge victory. I'm sure we'll hear something from Cody Rhodes on Raw. He's not going to let this stand after his brother betrayed him so many months ago. And now, he's won a major war. But what a victory for Goldust. Congratulations. And who knows when we'll see Stardust again. The runner-up of the Royal Rumble, the Rated R Superstar Edge, looks to gain a measure of revenge against number one contender Chris Jericho for that crushing loss. Jericho may have won the Rumble, but tonight we find out who is the last man standing. The Rated R Superstar came so very close to winning the Royal Rumble. It came down to him and Jericho, and unfortunately for Edge, Y2J tossed him out and stamped his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Well, Edge wasn't about to let it go down so easily, and these two have been at each other's throats all month long on SmackDown. Last week on SmackDown, the Rated R Superstar made a beeline for the ring and beat Jericho in under 2 minutes with the Execution DDT, and that left a rotten taste in the mouth of Jericho, who last night on SmackDown came out and assaulted him with a steel chair and defeated him in a submission match. Tonight, they go at it. Last man standing. Y2J Chris Jericho won the 2016 Royal Rumble and stamped his ticket to face The Undertaker for the WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. But tonight, Jericho has to deal with the man he eliminated from the Rumble last, the Rated R superstar. And the only way to win is to be the last man standing. Y2J's made a lot of enemies in the last month. And he's looking to cross one off the list by defeating Edge here tonight. And here we go, there's the bell. Which one of these men will be down for the count of 10? Which one will be defeated? And which man will stand tall? Edge still has to be feeling the effects of the steel chair assault from last night on SmackDown. And Y2J's got to be feeling pretty good knowing that he damaged his opponent so close to their big match. And you gotta believe Edge would love a victory like this over Jericho. Would definitely put Edge high in the ranks for a championship match after WrestleMania. But he's gotta get it done to do that. Because Jericho's already got his date with the Dead Man, with the title on the line at WrestleMania. And Jericho's goes to work right on the arm of Edge. You can see Edge clutching at that arm. But he still finds a way to deliver that running bulldog and drops a knee right into the kidneys of Jericho. In order to win this match, you need to take your opponent down and keep him down for the count of 10. They have to be so beaten down that they cannot stand and answer a 10 count. This is a tremendously vicious match. It takes a lot of damage to keep someone down for that long. We'll have to see what these two Canadian icons can throw at each other to accomplish that. The referee counting Edge, but Edge right back up. Hits the kick in the gut to Y2J. And delivers a bulldog once again. And this is great strategy by Edge. You're going to want the most head damage you can get, really. Other than going right to the leg, I think that's the best way to win a last man standing match. You got to daze and confuse your opponent. And there's that execution DDT. And the referee begins his count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Y2J answers the count of 8, but man, that execution DDT took a lot out of Jericho. Oh my goodness, Edge just threw Jericho into the air and brought him crashing down with a spear, but it wasn't enough to keep Y2J down. Stomp in the gut by Edge, and a boot to the face. And the referee begins his count. 2, 3, and Jericho's right back up. Blocked by Y2J, answers with a big forearm. But Edge, staying on top of things, brings Jericho right back down. And there's a rake of the eyes by Y2J. You can use any tactics you like in this match. The only thing that counts is keeping your opponent down for the count of 10. There are no countouts, no disqualifications, no pinfalls or submissions. And Jericho's down once again, taking a lot of damage in the past few minutes. This could be it for Y2J. And that's it. The Rated R Superstar Edge puts down the man who eliminated from the Royal Rumble. And you gotta believe this puts Edge in a tremendous position in the WWE Championship ranks. Let's take a look at how it went down. You've seen that elevated spear, the execution DDT before that, and Jericho was never the same. And Jericho pays for his steel chair assault last night on SmackDown. I'm sure these two will run into each other again after WrestleMania season, but for tonight, the Rated R Superstar reigns supreme. And huge WrestleMania implications on the line in this one. Nikki Bella has earned her right to challenge the Divas Championship at WrestleMania. And tonight, we find out who goes into that match as the reigning champion. AJ Lee has been dominant since winning the title from Nikki Bella back in October. And now, she's possibly staring down an epic rematch at WrestleMania. But to get there, she's got to get past Paige, the current #1 contender who won a triple threat match to earn this opportunity. But she's had a hell of a time dealing with the champion in the recent weeks leading to this title matchup. And it's not looking good for the Norwich native. AJ Lee might have her number and put her down right here at Elimination Chamber. And the English-born Paige from Norwich has had a hell of a time with the Divas Champion since becoming #1 contender. She won an amazing triple threat match to earn this right, but has had her confidence severely challenged, as week in, week out, some way, AJ always seems to get the win. But things are always different with the title on the line. If there's any way Paige can pull it together and get the job done, she would go to WrestleMania as Divas Champion. She's facing one of the best women's wrestlers of this or any generation in AJ Lee, and it's going to take a lot to overcome her submission specialties. Paige has her own submission up her sleeve, but it might not be enough. She might not have the experience to overcome AJ for that Divas Championship. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, white gold adorned with pink. The Divas Championship on the line. And these two ladies lock up center of the ring. And AJ goes right to the wrist lock on Paige. And really wrenching the arm here. This is Paige's big opportunity. She fought for months to get a Divas Championship match, finally winning a triple threat. But she's got to put it all together tonight. She's got to put her failures over the past month behind her and focus on tonight's championship contest. And there's a tremendous knee to the side of AJ. You can see there the force of that torqued AJ's knee. And that could be the beginning of the end for the champion. Paige's PTO submission would definitely do great damage to the knee of AJ. See, AJ here goes to the hammerlock and pushes Paige away. And the Divas Champion snaps off the Hurricane Run on Paige. But Paige isn't deterred just yet. Hits the snap suplex on AJ. Shoots the champ in, but the champ's put the hold on things with that devastating jawbreaker. Rattling the brain cells of Paige. What does she have in mind next? Shoots her into the corner. And look at that clothesline, just takes the challenger down to the mat. Oh, and a hard kick to the spine, and the Divas Champion is in control of this one. And this is the type of stuff Paige has been dealing with. It's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But there's a nice reversal into the belly-to-belly. But AJ, backbreaker to neckbreaker combination. Now look at this rear and back now on the arms of Paige, trying to make her submit with the knee right in the spine. But the challenger holds on. Beautiful flip neck breaker, shades of Mr. Perfect. Definitely getting Paige ready for that Black Widow submission. Or possibly the sliced bread DDT. Oh, hard knee takes the air right out of Paige. But Paige brings it right back to AJ as well. Whoa, there's that spin in Hurricanrana. Gets Paige set up in the ropes here. AJ pulls her out and brings the knee crashing right into the chest. And Paige working quickly here, goes back to the neck. And the challenger is in a terrible position now. Brought over again by the champion. AJ is rocking and rolling here, and oh no, more damage done to the neck. AJ is absolutely vicious here tonight at the Elimination Chamber. She's making her mark at the top of the Divas division, that she will do anything it takes to retain the championship. Hard leg kick. Blocked by Paige, answered with the back elbow. Back kick to the gut puts AJ in the ropes. But AJ responds with a belly-to-belly this time. Paige pulled, center of the ring. Oh, and now Paige is resorting to some dirty tactics, rakes the eyes of AJ. And now hits the jawbreaker, and Paige starting to gain some momentum here. Single leg crab on AJ. Can the champion hold on here? Good, great positioning in the center of the ring as AJ trying to pull herself to the ropes. But Paige cannot hold on. And there's that sudden Hurricanrana, such speed from AJ. Oh, and another kick right to the back of Paige. And how much more can Paige's body take? Back kick by AJ. Oh, and look at this. Multiple chops by Paige. These two are fighting back and forth now, trying to gain a sustainable advantage. Single leg drop kick knocks down the champion. Oh, and there's an inside neck breaker by AJ. And she goes right back to the submission, rear and back of the arms, and planting that knee right in the spine. Can the challenger hold on here? AJ rearing back on that, but it wasn't enough. And there's the drop kick one more time. Buys Paige a little time to recover. She pulls the champion away from the ropes, but AJ kicks her off. Divas champion, reversed by Paige. And uh-oh, we've seen this before. Slowly crawls up the champion and delivers multiple headbutts. My goodness. I'm surprised she didn't follow that up with a pinfall attempt. But AJ catches her out of nowhere with the sliced bread DDT. Is this all for the challenger? AJ isn't even going to bother with a pin. She's looking for that Black Widow submission. But no. Reversed by Paige. Paige hooks up the champion. Paige Turner. Paige Turner. Will this be it? Will the challenger take the title from AJ? No. She didn't even go for the pin. She waits on AJ now. Hooks her up. In position for the Rampage DDT. And she delivers. My goodness. The ferocity of these two women. And look at this. Still not happy with the pin. Slaps on the submission. Will the champion be able to hold on here? That's two severe impacts to the head and neck. the Paige turner on her back, and the Rampage DDT for her neck. And the champion was able to hold on here. And Hurricane is the challenger across the ring. Paige made a fatal error not going for the pin after the Paige turner or the Rampage. And now AJ turns her sights to the knee of Paige. This would put an extra strain should she apply the Black Widow submission. It would be hard for AJ to make, it'd be hard for Paige to maintain a vertical base in that submission hold. And AJ brings her down with the arm buster. AJ just trying to take out any and all limbs on Paige, trying to weaken her so she does not take another furious finisher assault like she just experienced. Paige whips AJ back to the mat. She does not want to lose the momentum she built up, hitting both of her signature maneuvers in a row like that. Oh, and look at that stiff drop kick into the spine of AJ. And Paige just putting those boots right to AJ. And the challenger has turned this match around completely. Is mopping the floor with the champion. The best she's looked all month versus Divas champion AJ Lee. And Paige blasts her with the knee to the ribs. AJ with the reversal off the Irish whip. Paige answers back with the back elbow. And what does she have in mind for the champion here? Oh my goodness. The back of her neck comes crashing into the mat once again. And Paige is launching an all-out assault on the head and neck of AJ here. But AJ answers back with the back and neck breaker combination. And now she locks in the camel clutch. Can the champion hold on here? And she does. She makes Paige tap out to the camel clutch. And AJ is going to WrestleMania. What a tremendous contest. Let's take a look at how it went down here. AJ survived the Paige turner and the Rampage. Was able to come back with the back into the neck breaker, and she knew she had Paige in position. Turns her over, plants her feet, and applies the camel clutch. And Paige tries to hold on, but she has to verbally submit to the referee. Her back could not take anymore. And the second of our huge WrestleMania matches is set, as AJ will face Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship at WrestleMania. Congratulations to AJ Lee for another amazing title defense. And now we turn to our second of 3 main events here on Elimination Chamber, as The Miz defends the Intercontinental Championship against 5 international competitors. And it looks like longtime rivals Alberto Del Rio and Rey Mysterio will kick off this contest. Mexico well represented in this Intercontinental title match. Kofi Kingston, of course, representing Ghana, West Africa. Canada represented by Sami Zayn. The United States represented, of course, by The Miz. And Roman Reigns repping for Samoa. And Mysterio snaps off the Hurricane on Alberto Del Rio. The Miz picked up a couple of huge victories this week, defeated CM Punk in one-on-one competition this past Wednesday on Main Event. And of course, last night on SmackDown, picked up a huge victory in a fatal 4-way match against Punk, Daniel Bryan, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And Del Rio sends Mysterio into the corner, and the Intercontinental Champion is the third man to enter this contest. We saw, of course, earlier tonight the Hardcore Champion lost his title inside the Elimination Chamber. Well, The Miz suffered the same fate in our final chamber match of the evening. Del Rio taking a beat now from The Miz. As Mysterio wisely kind of stays out of the way. You're going to want to, especially if you're one of the first 2 men in the chamber, you're going to want to reserve some energy. Especially with 4 more challengers to come in. You cannot expend all your durability and energy on the first few opponents. Who's next to come in? Oh man, it's the big dog, Roman Reigns. And this guy can rack up a lot of damage in a hurry. These 3 men are in danger of elimination. And The Miz tries to cut Roman Reigns off before he gets anything done with that swinging neck breaker. But Roman Reigns catches the champion, sends him into the corner. Oh, and Miz avoids the flying clothesline and smashes Roman Reigns face first into the mat. The Miz's intelligence is his best weapon. He's a smaller guy, he's crafty in the ring. But he's in there with the monstrous Roman Reigns, dangerous submission expert Alberto Del Rio, and high-flying superstar Rey Mysterio. Many say The Miz is outgunned in this match from all sides and is in serious danger of losing the Intercontinental Championship. Roman Reigns staying on target, grabs a hold of The Miz, sends him into the corner. Who's next in? The high-flying Kofi Kingston, representing the New Day. Enters the ring. Mysterio, sunset flip, reverses on Del Rio. They're having pin warfare. Oh, I saw earlier that Roman Reigns devastated The Miz with the Samoan drop, but the champion able to recover and attacks Kofi. Kofi got whipped into the corner, but he catches the boot of The Miz, and The Miz's leg gets wrenched with the Dragon Screw leg whip. Mysterio and Del Rio going back to pin warfare, but Mysterio survives. Kofi Kingston takes Reigns to the corner, but gets caught by The Miz. Sami Zayn, the last man to be brought into the match, the Canadian all-rounder, great at high-flying, great at technical wrestling, and even has a pretty devastating submission under his belt. But Mysterio with the West Coast pop to Kofi Kingston. Can Kingston hold on here? He does. And Sami Zayn goes to the attack on Roman Reigns. Nice falling reverse DDT into the backbreaker. Shades of Captain Charisma Christian. Hurricanrana by Rey Mysterio. And The Miz hits his front diamond cutter on Alberto Del Rio. And that's good to eliminate Del Rio. And the champion is already doing great things. Already thinning out the crowd here. Personally took it upon himself to eliminate Alberto Del Rio. And that's a very dangerous threat. Taken out. Skull-crushing finale to Rey Mysterio. And The Miz taking care of business here inside the Elimination Chamber. Sends Mysterio packing. Sami Zayn tries to eliminate Roman Reigns here, but Roman Reigns survives. Now, we also saw CM Punk eliminate 2 people in his title defense inside the chamber. But, as we saw, he came up short against the Animal Batista. So while The Miz has some momentum right now, it's not a guarantee he'll leave the chamber with the championship. And Roman Reigns taking the fight to Sami Zayn, bouncing his head off the mat like a basketball. As the Intercontinental Champion is caught in the camel clutch, we saw the damage that did to Paige as she had to tap out and give up her WrestleMania opportunity had she become the Divas Champion. Reverse suplex by Roman Reigns brings Sami Zayn crashing down. And now Roman Reigns turns his attention back to Intercontinental Champion The Miz. And there's the Superman punch. And Kofi Kingston going to try to take advantage. And that's it. The Miz has lost the Intercontinental Championship. Roman Reigns' Superman punch has cost The Miz his championship. And now we are guaranteed to have a new Intercontinental Champion. Who will it be? Roman Reigns, Kofi Kingston, or Sami Zayn? Zayn with a right hand to Kingston. Kingston battles back. Zayn avoids the double chop. Oh, but he gets planted face first by Roman Reigns. And Kofi Kingston drops the knee across Sami Zayn's chin now, and Zayn taking a lot of damage here. But Roman Reigns snatches Kofi Kingston with the side Russian leg sweep. Standing moonsault by Zayn. What does Roman Reigns have in mind here? Picks up Zayn, brings him crashing down with a body slam. Kofi Kingston not done with the big Samoan, knocks him back into the corner. Kingston floats over, beautiful neck breaker to Roman Reigns. Spins Zayn around, shoots him into the corner. And whoa, Zayn comes crashing to the middle of the ring. Kofi up top, crossbody into the cover. 1, 2, but Sami Zayn holds on. Oh, and Roman Reigns gets obliterated by the Trouble in Paradise kick. And Sami Zayn gonna try to focus on the situation, gonna try to take this opportunity. Oh, but Roman Reigns survives. How the hell did he survive that kick to the face? Running drop kick takes down Kingston. Zayn staying on top of Roman Reigns. Oh, and Roman goes crashing out to the steel outside the ring. Standing moonsault by Sami Zayn, crushing Roman Reigns between his own body weight and the floor of the Elimination Chamber. Sami tosses Kofi back in, but eats a huge clothesline from Reigns. Oh, and look at Reigns bring the punishment, but Kofi Kingston doesn't want any part of that. Breaks it up quickly. And oh my goodness, Blue Thunder Bomb on the outside. And that has to devastate Roman Reigns, being power-bombed on the steel grate like that. Kingston brings Reigns to his feet. Inside cradle by Roman Reigns. Cover now, 1, 2. Oh, and Kofi Kingston holds on. What a tremendous war this has been. Intercontinental Champion The Miz eliminated, and we are guaranteed a new Intercontinental Champion. Roll up by Sami Zayn. But Kingston kicks out before the referee can even start the pin. Referee needs to be paying very close attention to pinfalls on the outside here, because they do count. Oh, off the shoulder slam by Roman Reigns, and he tries to punish Sami Zayn, but Kofi Kingston bringing the fight. Putting a beat down on the big Samoan. And Sami Zayn brings Kofi crashing down. He was going to lock in a submission hold, but Roman Reigns, obsessed with destruction, not going to let it go down. Oh my goodness, Sami Zayn thrown right into the steel wall of the chamber. And these three men have done tremendous damage to one another out here on the chamber floor. Oh, and now Roman Reigns thrown into that Lexan glass. Cover. Oh, and Sami Zayn accidentally breaks up the pin. Oh my goodness, side Russian leg sweep drives Kingston's spine into the floor. And look at this, Sami Zayn just trying to make sure both men take as much damage as possible. But it comes back to bite him in the ass as Roman Reigns brings him crashing down with the belly-to-belly suplex. And now a huge fist fight between Reigns and Kingston. And it looks like Kingston's getting better of the former Shield member. And now Kingston eats the steel. And a suplex right on his head on that grate. Roman brings the elbow right down into the neck of Sami Zayn. But Sami has all the fight in the world. Insecurities Roman right outside. Oh man, and Kingston into the roll-up here. And that's it. Sami Zayn is eliminated. He can't take any more damage on the outside of the chamber. And now, who will be the Intercontinental Champion? Kofi Kingston or Roman Reigns? Reigns with the big right hand and the kick to the gut. And they finally bring this back inside the ring. These men have had enough of having their bodies slammed against the steel directly. Kingston grabs a hold of Reigns. And look at this, locks in the sleeper hold. Tremendous strategy by Kofi Kingston. And that's it. That's it. Roman Reigns cannot take any more damage to his head and neck. And Kofi Kingston reigns supreme as the Intercontinental Champion. Let's take a look at the highlights of this match. You see, the former Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, elevated into that Samoan drop. What a hell of a combination that was, as Rey Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio traded pins. And there you see they went at it one more time. These two men were so competitive, the first two men in the chamber, and sadly the first two eliminated at the hands of The Miz. And then we see here Sami Zayn gets caught up in Kofi's rolling pin, head and neck slammed into the steel, and Sami Zayn could take no more. And from there, Roman Reigns submits to the sleeper hold, and Kofi Kingston, congratulations, my friend. You have brought the Intercontinental Championship into the new day. Congratulations to Kofi Kingston. What a tremendous contest and a tremendous new Intercontinental Champion. Last month, at the Royal Rumble, John Cena put the WWE Championship on the line against the winner of the #1 Contenders Tournament, The Undertaker. The man from the dark side put John Cena away with a tombstone piledriver to claim the championship. And while the road to WrestleMania is set, John Cena wanted one more shot at the dead man in this non-title contest. Can the C Nation leader prove that he can hang with the dead man? Or will the dead man prove that Royal Rumble was no fluke and that he is more than deserving of going into WrestleMania as the WWE Champion?
I feel lucky. I feel great.
Well, you're going to need to feel as good as you can because you're going up against the dead man one more time. And of course, John Cena and Undertaker had their run-ins over the past month. A tag team match. Undertaker appearing out of nowhere to chokeslam John Cena to accept this non-title challenge. Well, it all comes to a head tonight. John Cena is in possession of a future championship contest, but he has to wait until after WrestleMania. But he couldn't wait that long to prove that he can hang with one of the greatest legends of all time. The man from the dark side, The Undertaker, won a single elimination 8-man tournament to become the #1 contender to the WWE Championship for the Royal Rumble. At the event, after an amazing contest, he defeated John Cena with the Tombstone Piledriver right in the center of the ring to become the new WWE Champion. From there, he's also defended the title against Mark Henry and solidified his spot in the main event of WrestleMania against Y2J Chris Jericho, who won the Royal Rumble match. Well, John Cena wanted to prove that that win was a fluke, that he could hang with the dead man under any situation, even without the title on the line. Undertaker was more than willing to accept and planted John Cena with a chokeslam this past Monday on Raw. Now, these two WWE legends compete for a matter of pride in the main event here at Elimination Chamber. And here we go, Cena versus Taker. These two icons lock up, and The Undertaker grabs hold of a tight side headlock. And Cena pushes the dead man off over the top rope and brings him right back in. Cena not wasting any time, not messing around when you're in there with the dead man. And look at that vicious knee to the face. Cena wants to prove that he is still the top contender to the WWE Championship. And The Undertaker now shoves Cena off. Misses wildly with the boot. But grabs a hold of Cena one more time. And now it's Cena with the side headlock. And takes over the dead man. Cena, of course, going to have to scramble to figure out some sort of contest for WrestleMania if he wants to make it to the show. Almost made it all the way to WrestleMania as WWE Champion, but was stopped, pun intended, dead in his tracks by The Undertaker. And the WWE Champion brings Cena down with a side Russian leg sweep. Oh, and look at that arm wrench by The Undertaker. Brings John Cena shoulder first into the mat. And a huge clubbing blow by the right hand knocks Cena down again. But Cena fights his way back to his feet. Taken to the corner by the dead man, and Cena crumbles. And now Undertaker answers back with a knee of his face of his own. Oh my goodness, tremendous clothesline by Cena. Both these men very resilient and tremendously powerful. Undertaker is known as the best striker in WWE history between his punches and kicks. While they may not be particularly fancy punches and kicks, they are extremely effective. You won't see the type of martial arts techniques employed by a Daniel Bryan, but Undertaker's punches and his big boot are absolutely devastating. And as you saw there, the running DDT also did tremendous damage to the head and neck of Cena. And look at the dead man just launch Cena across the ring with that body slam. But Cena refuses to be outdone, hits the belly-to-belly on The Undertaker. And Taker again uses that running DDT. He knows he's got to keep Cena mentally off his game. And especially with the surgically repaired neck of Cena, you know those DDTs, they start to create doubt in the back of the mind of John Cena. Will my body hold up? Can I take these impacts again and again? Oh, John Cena tried to rear back with a little taunt there, but he almost paid for it. But sends Undertaker up and over his shoulder with the belly-to-belly suplex. But The Undertaker sits right back up. Not going to let the effects of that move show to John Cena. Fires with a back elbow. But Cena, head and arm suplex, takes the champion over. And Cena now focusing on the head and neck of Undertaker. The attitude adjustment did not get the job done at the Royal Rumble, but the tombstone piledriver of The Undertaker certainly did. Will Cena pull something else out of his repertoire in order to try to put Taker away? If he knows the attitude adjustment won't work, he's going to need to either hit it multiple times or come up with something new. And Cena trying to mix it up here, trying to go to the legs of the dead man. Perhaps he wants to change Undertaker's mind. Undertaker with a hurt leg cannot hit the tombstone, nor would he want to, as that's a tremendous amount of weight to put on a bad knee. But Undertaker right now has the counter to Cena, brings him down with the arm buster. Cena misses wildly with a running grapple. Gets shot off into the ropes by the dead man. And look at this inside cradle. Will this be enough? Oh, and the dead man able to kick out at 2. Now that would be a hell of a way for John Cena to pick up the victory, to shock The Undertaker with a pinfall. And it would certainly shake The Undertaker's game heading into WrestleMania against Royal Rumble winner Y2J Chris Jericho. The WWE Championship is not on the line in this contest. This is a matter of pride between Cena and Undertaker. Unable to put the championship on the line with the WrestleMania main event set in stone between Jericho and Undertaker, but not afraid to go one-on-one to prove who's the better man. And Undertaker with the classic run-in clothesline takes down Cena. And look at this, Undertaker heading up top. Very rare occasion you see this. And Cena recovers. This might be bad news for the dead man, and it is. And what does Cena have in mind here? Sets Undertaker back a bit. Hooks the arm. And they're going from the tippity top with a superplex. My goodness, shook the whole ring. And Cena steps to the outside here, cleaning off the announce table. This is a little ridiculous. He just had the Undertaker down with a superplex off the top, and now he plans to put the dead man through it. Oh, it was a game of distraction. Reverse suplex to the Undertaker. Well, look at this. The dead man's done with playing around. Makes some space, but gets caught with another suplex by Cena. And John Cena has taken control of this matchup now. But he gets stopped in his tracks by the dead man's double leg takedown. And now look at this. Elevates Cena in. The last ride power bomb. And is this it for the C Nation leader? 2. No, Cena kicks out. I think John Cena missed a huge opportunity to pin the Undertaker after that superplex. And it's coming back to bite him now. Dead man has Cena in the ropes. What does he have in mind here? Oh, Cena comes back off the ropes with a huge right hand. Irish whip to the Undertaker. Sends him out to the floor. Is he going to try to put the dead man through the table? Undertaker hits the reversal to on the outside. Monitors and pieces of table everywhere here. Whatever Cena has in mind, I don't know that he'll be able to complete it. But there's a huge body slam by the Undertaker. And Cena's spine comes crashing down into the mats below. And Undertaker makes it back in the ring here. The referee's still making his count. And Cena recovers, makes it in just at the count of 9. Big right hand to the Undertaker. Cena shot into the corner. What does the WWE Champion have in store? Knee to the gut. And a huge leg drop. And the Undertaker saying this is it for John Cena. Scoops him up for the tombstone. Wait a minute. Undertaker got hit with his own maneuver. And Cena, look at this, mocking the Undertaker. Cover. And he only gets a 1 count. And oh no, Cena hit the Undertaker with the tombstone. And now scoops him up for his own maneuver. The attitude adjustment. And will this back-to-back combination be enough for Cena? It is. Cena redeems his Royal Rumble loss and defeats The Undertaker in the main event of the Elimination Chamber. Let's take a look at how this went down. Early on, Cena with the inside cradle. Couldn't get the job done. Man from the dark side. Last ride. Powerbomb destroyed Cena, but not enough for the 3 count. Undertaker goes for the tombstone. Tries to use what worked at the Royal Rumble, but he gets reversed by Cena. Cena mocks The Undertaker with his own pin and maneuver, but only gets a 1 count. But from there, hits him with Cena's trademark, the attitude adjustment for the cover, the count, and the victory. And Cena solidifies his spot as the #1 contender for after WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in for this epic event. And keep in mind, we are only 1 month away from the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. The Undertaker will defend the title against Chris Jericho in the main event. And AJ Lee defends the Divas Championship against Nikki Bella. And much, much more will be made in the upcoming weeks. Don't forget to tune in this Monday for Raw, Wednesdays for main event, and Fridays for SmackDown. Right here on Twitch at PWS Phil. If you miss any of the shows, they are up on YouTube at Philip Kelly. And once again, I thank you guys for watching. What a great show, and congratulations to John Cena.